What's going on, y'all? My name is Todd Collins, and first of all, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank KJ and what he's doing with you guys. I think is a great thing, and I hope you guys continue to do what you do and learn from him and keep going forward. I've worked a whole lot with KJ in the past, many years. I'd like to say that myself and Jonah are very good friends. We don't talk as much as I would like to because of my schedule and because of his schedule, but we do stay in constant contact. And like I said, I'm very good friends with KJ, very much believe in what he's doing, and I very much believe that his heart is in the right place. And I think it's great that you guys are involved with him on this level. KJ wanted me to talk to you guys about producing and, quote, beat making and so forth. I have been producing records since 1989. That's about 18 going on 19 years. Like I said earlier, KJ was one of the people that I have extensively worked with in many years past. And he wanted me to talk to you guys about the difference between beat making and producing. Call me old school. I've been around for a long time. I'm not real keen on the term beat making. I think beat making is something completely different than what producing is. Producing is very much more encompassing than being a beat maker. Beat maker, to me, and this is my opinion, of course, but being a beat maker is just that, is sitting down behind your computer, in your living room, in your little office, in your personal studio, whatever the case may be, and sitting down and making a beat. To me, that is a broad spectrum, so to speak. You can just make a beat, and it just be just drums or just a beat. In this day and age, beat making is considered producing. It's considered making a track. It's considered being a whole lot more than basically a beat maker is. And to me, the term producing is much more broad-stroked. A producer is an arranger. A producer is a musician. A producer knows what key the song is that you're working on is. A producer knows how to arrange vocals. A producer knows how to interact on a psychological level with an artist. A producer knows how to begin a project from nothing and take it all the way to a mastering process before it goes to manufacturing and then on to radio and then on to CD and so forth. Being a producer is a very vast job, from engineering to knowing how to play instruments to knowing who to call on a mix situation, and sometimes even mixing. So it's much more than just making a beat. A lot of times in this day and age, and you guys may be part of this as well, making a beat a lot of times is sitting behind your computer, coming up with this little idea, many times having a sample in it or creating something around a sample, and then dropping it down to an MP3 or dropping it down to a CD and sending it off to some friend that can rap or sing or whatever, and then leaving it up to them to putting vocals on and so forth. That's not producing a song. That is not producing a record. That in and of itself is a beat maker, and I think a lot of times where the rub meets is when a beat maker that does something like that thinks that they should be compensated as a producer. That's not the case. A producer sits with the artist. A producer spends time with the artist. A producer gets inside an artist's head psychologically and knows what buttons to push, what buttons to stay away from to get the best possible creative process out of that artist. And KJ can tell you, if he's with you, he can tell you that we have gone through that process. I have had to psychologically deal with KJ. He has had to psychologically deal with me as a producer. We have been in creative battles. We have been in creative holding hand situations where we creatively agree. We have been on every scale, but the process has been from a producer-artist perspective, not from a beat maker-artist perspective. A lot of times beat makers today, even in the secular market, will make a beat, we'll make a track, and we'll send it off to the artist, and that's the end of it. The artist will take it, make a record, make a song, whatever. It goes on a record, and all of a sudden the beat maker has producer credit. That to me is wrong. Again, this is my opinion. That to me is wrong, but that is where the record companies come into play and come into fault, so to speak. So, to me, there's a big discrepancy between being a beat maker and a producer. It's two separate issues, two separate things, two separate jobs. I can be a producer and hire a beat maker for a song. That's a whole different thing. I can hire somebody to be a programmer. And to me as a producer, if I'm not programming or making the beat to a song, then that's exactly what a beat maker is a programmer. So I guess in essence, to kind of wrap this up a little bit, KJ kind of wanted me to keep this short and sweet and concise. To me, in my old school ways, and you guys can clown me for this, but I am old school, and in my old school ways, to me a beat maker is a programmer. If that's what you guys want to do and aspire to do, that's perfect. That's great. There's a lot of room for a lot of guys to be beat makers or programmers for producers. If you want to be a producer, go the next step. Take music classes. Take music lessons. Read as much as you can about the theory of music. And KJ can talk to you about how I've stressed to him in learning the theory of music. And he's done a really good job of learning theory. Learn the theory of music. Learn what chord you're in. Learn what the third of a chord is. Learn what the diminished fifth of a chord is. Learn what the seventh major and minor of a chord is. Learn these things so you can better make songs and you can better make tracks and you can better make beats that are going to ultimately turn into better songs for the artists that you work with. So that's it for me for right now. I hope to meet you guys personally soon, someday. Keep doing what you're doing. I hear great things from KJ. And again, God bless you guys, and stay with it. For me, it's Todd Collins, and hope to see you guys soon. Peace.